A majority of Americans say they disagree with the FBI's decision to not indict Hillary Clinton for her use of a private email server when she was the Secretary of State. Now, this is according to a new Washington Post ABC News poll released earlier today. Now, they found that 56% of American adults disapprove with the FBI's decision. Now, of course, last week, FBI Director James Comey came out and said, look, what she did was bad. What she did was reckless, careless, maybe even criminal. But don't worry, we're not going to indict her. No, wait a minute. If it was that bad, shouldn't you do something about it? Oh no, of course not. She's Clinton. She's powerful, so she gets a free pass. Now, obviously, a lot of Americans, over half, are like, wait a minute. That kind of sucks. That's a little strange. Like normally when somebody does something wrong, they get some sort of punishment for it. And we've seen this before with the handling of Chelsea Manning, with the handling of Edward Snowden. And I know those are different circumstances, right? But it all dealt with classified data. Well, the government said, you know what, we're going to punish you. There was another, a Navy reservist that took a picture of inside the sub, got in trouble for it. And I'm sorry I forgot his name, but he got in trouble for that. The truth is, the Obama administration has been incredibly tough on people who have mishandled classified data. But when it comes to Hillary Clinton, she gets a pass. Well, as I said, a lot of Americans look at that and kind of scratch their heads and go, well, what the fuck, man? What the fuck indeed? Now, let's go to who say that they approved of the decision. About 35% said that they approve of that decision from FBI Director James Comey. Now, here's a little wrinkle in this poll. A majority, when asked, said, which is 58%, said that the issue would not affect their vote. So while 56% of Americans say that they disagree that criminal charges should have been pressed on Hillary Clinton over the emails, an even bigger majority says, yeah, you know what, even if she was a criminal, I wouldn't change my vote. That's amazing. It wouldn't affect your vote whatsoever. Now, I do have to note that this is deeply divided among partisan lines. Nearly 90% of Republicans say Clinton should have been charged, while about 30% of Democrats say the same thing. Now, the Republicans, that's not a surprise. Republicans hate Hillary Clinton. They hate her with a passion. And look, they hate her for stupid things, all right? The email issue was an actual issue. But Benghazi and Vince Foster, and all this other stuff. Ridiculous, right? And there's a lot of stuff about Clinton. They just really, really don't like her. Now, the Democrats that don't like her, the Bernie Sanders, they don't like her because of the policies, because she seems disingenuous. We don't know if she'll actually do the things that she says she's going to do, that she's going to hold her word, because she's changed her positions so many different times throughout the years. So that's where that comes from. But the Republicans, 90%, ooh. But look, they were never going to vote for Hillary Clinton either, in any way. So really, it doesn't really make a whole lot of difference. Now, Republicans were most likely, this is funny, Republicans are most likely to say that the non-indictment would affect their vote in the presidential election. 47% say it makes them less likely to support Hillary Clinton. Really? No shit, a Republican. Oh, well, you know, if her getting indicted, I mean, it would have made me less likely to vote for her. Even though I'm a Republican and would have had absolutely no, there would have been no chance for me to vote for Hillary Clinton anyway. Why? Because I don't like her. It's funny that they asked that question, but they did. Now, what's notable here is that independents were a little bit more split. Now, 58% of them said the issue made no difference in their vote. However, 33% of them, and this is independents, this is a big block of voters, okay? 33% said that it made them less likely to support Hillary Clinton. Now, if Hillary Clinton wants to win, she's got to get a large share of independent voters. So on this, I might be a little bit worried. That's still a full third. Now she's got 58%, and I'm assuming a lot of that is either they lean Democrat and they were going to vote for Hillary Clinton anyway, or they look at the disaster that is Donald Trump on the other side and say, well, you know, she didn't get indicted, and even if she had, no difference because at least she's not Donald Trump. I'm not saying it. I'm assuming they're saying it. But anyway, there's that poll breakdown. Very interesting, very strange. So even though that they don't agree with the FBI not indicting Clinton, a lot of them still wouldn't have changed. It wouldn't have changed their minds anyway. Now that says a couple of things, right? Either that they don't care about these issues, or that they see Donald Trump as so much of a threat that you can put up pretty much anyone against him from the Democratic side, and they'd rather have that than Donald Trump.